Donald Trump sticking it to Hedge Fund University. Listen, man, Donald is stealing a lot of my ideas. He is. Not that I mind, not that I care. The things that he is proposing, he's putting out, these are all things that we've been talking about for some time here on the program. He just talked about his plan here to start taxing college endowments. That's right. He went off saying how we spend more money on higher education than any other country in the world, yet they're turning students into communists, terrorists, and sympathizers of many, many, many different dimensions. We can't let this happen, says Donald. Well, he's going to take the billions and billions of dollars that these hedge funds have, because that's their hedge funds, colleges, hedge funds, whatever it may be. They're going to start taxing. They're going to start going after them, and they're going to use that money to create. And again, this is his idea. This is not part of mine. I'm all for taxing the endowments and going after Hedge Fund University. He wants to put together a new institution. This is not going to cost anything, called the American Academy. Its mission will be to make a world-class education available to every American free of charge and do it without adding a single dime to the federal debt. This institution will gather an entire universe of the highest quality educational content covering the full spectrum of human knowledge and skills and make that material available to every American citizen online for free. He said, whether you want lectures or an ancient history, an introduction to financial accounting or training in a skilled trade, the goal will be to deliver it and get it done properly using study groups, mentors, industry partnerships in the latest breakthrough in computing. This is fantastic. It really is. I can't say enough for Hillsdale College, who does a great job with their lecture series and the courses that they have online. It is truly amazing with the type of technology that we have today and the ability to get all of this information out and how expensive colleges and universities have become. Again, I have this conversation with my kids all the time. I laugh. I said, you guys don't know what microfiche is and card catalogs and actually having to go to a library and check out books for your papers and all that jazz. But Hedge Fund University, I wrote a column about this back several years ago. And basically it was, it's talking about the how much the private colleges spent, basically in contrast, with the, 25% of all private colleges spent more than they earned in 2017. This is including, the increase in tuition. This was 2017. It's gotten worse instead of better. According to the College Board, okay, this is 2016, 2017. It's a column I wrote several years ago. 9,650 for in-state public, 24,930 for out-of-state public, and 33,480 for private. It's much higher now. Again, you take a look, and what we did is just where the money was spent. And since 1980, the number of administrators per student at colleges has more than doubled. Most campuses, their numbers now match the number of faculty. And again, you got all of these other programs as well, and DEI nonsense, and all of this absolute garbage that colleges and universities have managed to send and shove down people's throats. Now, why? How do you put a product out there? Well, again, this is a product that people want to have. They want to get ahead, whatever it may be. Parents, again, they want their kids to go on to college, all that good stuff. Well, you start saying, hey, government's got to step in. Hey, we're going to start subsidizing this. We're going to give you student loans. We're going to give you aid. Colleges and universities. Gee, that's great. We'll take that aid. And guess what? We'll raise the price. Not to mention the fact that colleges and universities have no skin in the game. None. They can roll out any stupid major they want. A kid could fail out. They could pass kids through. Kids not making any money. Not on them. It's not on them. The taxpayer is footing the bill, lending the money to these kids. They're made whole. Again, it's one of the greatest rackets of all time here in the United States. And I think what Trump wants to do is fantastic. But again, you really want to get the costs of colleges and universities down. Real simple. Not a difficult thing to do. Get rid of aid. Get rid of loans. You do that, guess what? Like everything else in the world, they'll have to price their product based upon what people can afford to pay. Another quick bit of advice as well. Parents out there, they ask you to fill out that FOBSA form. Don't. That's right. Don't do it. Okay? If you are playing poker, and I'm not a big card guy, but I know enough. I know enough that if you're playing poker, you might not want to show the other players your cards. I keep thinking of that picture of Kim Kardashian playing poker in Vegas, and she's wearing mirrored sunglasses. You can see her cards in the glass. But anyway, why would you show them? Why would you tell them how much money you make or what you do? Listen, you're much better off going to the college and university and negotiating. Just that simple. Negotiate. You want my kid there? This is what I can afford to pay. You'd be surprised at what they're willing to do. WatchDog on wallstreet.com.